All right, all right. I think we got the technical difficulties sorted out. Here we go. It is 420.80. Open it up on Friday, June 4th. Thank you all for being here. I'll try this again. Gapped up above the point of control. And yeah, so with this, the point control on the 1 month chart here is way down here in 420, strong support. And now we're well above it, 420.80. So now time will tell, where do we go from here? I'll try to finish the week strong on this Friday after a pretty crazy week. Had a lot of great gains, big loss, and now we're going to finish strong. Looking at the June 7th, 422 calls. Currently trading at 85 cents a piece. Patreon joining in on the fun. How's it going? Good morning, y'all. How's everybody doing today? So many people we got showing up here on this Friday morning. Going to be 182 people starting out so far. Good to be here. Thank y'all for being here. This is going to be a shorter live stream today. I got a vacation to get ready for, a lot of packing to do. Plus, I have to mail off a bunch of stickers. The Options Millionaire stickers are starting to sell out pretty good. And I got to head down to the USPS store and get them mailed out to you before I go on my vacation. So much appreciated on that one. What's up, MMA? Henny, Cody, Peeny. What's up, Hetty? New Zealand, how's it going? Mic check. Yeah, Alicia, what's going on? Glad y'all are here. Where am I going? Yosemite. Taking the family out to Yosemite. Gonna explore a little El Capitan. Gonna be fun stuff. Take a look at some giant trees, some big rocks. It's a little bit of nature. I like it. In the event that we downturn, I'll be taking a look at the 419 puts. 419 puts. I am using David's or Laughlin's new script he wrote, the sets and ranges, which automatically writes our AM and PM ranges. You can kind of see these yellow dots. That's new. That is them forming the ranges. Once we hit the 9:05 Central, 10:05 Eastern, it'll automatically form these ranges in the form of dots and go forward from there. Thanks, Chief. Appreciate it. Morning, Nathan. How's it going? Yeah, I hope they do, Henny. I hope they do. All right, looking around the market today, let's take a look. Everything is popping. Qs are up. XLF are up. Or XLF is down, actually. Sorry. Bonds, what are the bonds doing? Increasing. VIX, way down. Way down from yesterday. Good stuff. Down 6%. Energy sector is got some crazy candles forming in and out. Things are shaking and baking. Just taking a look around things here. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, had about another 50 or 60 people join the channel last night. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and then go over to the Discord. Learn a little bit. Got a lot of people sharing some information there. A lot of cool channels to learn out of. You got Theta, you got the Swing Club, you got the General Lobby, you got the Titans, willing to share all their information, and then of course you got the SPY Exchange. Chief, I don't necessarily wait until they're all in confirmation because the Qs have a bigger weight than all of those. K and the Q, those are going to be the tech sectors, obviously, and the F is financial. Now, they are correlated. Like yesterday, for example, I took that put, the last put of the day, the second put that went against me. Qs and XLK were starting to dip on a big red candle. And one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and take some quit puts is because I thought things were going to break down a little more. But what I'd missed is that XLF rocketed. Massive green candle. And that's what I missed. So, and that will, the XLF, if it's in huge disagreement, it will support SPY. It'll keep them from falling. So, yeah, they do correlate. Thanks, Papa Phil. Appreciate it. All right. June 7th, 422 calls are currently trading at 87 cents a piece. They were down to 80, up to 90, and now they're kind of hanging out in the middle as we're forming a little bit of chop right here. So what's going on? Are we going to climb into a trend day, or are we going to fall into a range day? Currently in the midst of editing the range videos and the VWAP videos that I'm going to be releasing next week while I'm gone. So y'all have a little content to consume while I'm absent. A lot of cool things happened yesterday. Of course, I got the Options Millionaire custom built wooden American flag from BHE Designs. I did a really cool unboxing video that'll be posted today. So I highly suggest if you want one of those cool looking custom wooden American flags or any other flag, go to him. Go to use his website. Awesome stuff. I'll post that a little later. Awesome product. High quality. It looks fantastic. In fact, you know what? I'll wait till the unboxing video. Cool unboxing video. Yeah, there you go, Dippy. Yeah, if you want the Session Rage script that I'm using today, look in the resources tab. Laughlin just posted it. He created it. Thank you for him for going above and beyond and creating that for us. Yep, it did arrive. I'm looking at it right now. I'm going to hang it up. It's gorgeous. It's better than I can ever imagine. Man, it's clean. It looks sick. I can't wait. Right now, the stickers are for Patreoners only. Or not Patreoners only, but they get first dibs. However, I think they have spoken. I've sold a lot of them there. So I'm about to, today I will release them to the public. However, after today's shipment, I won't be able to ship them out until Thursday. So just be aware of that. If you do pay, I can't send them out until Thursday because I'm on vacation until Wednesday. So just be aware of that. Right now, I'm taking payments via Venmo. I'm in the process of setting up Shopify. So once we have Shopify up and running, which will be very soon, I'll be able to take payments via there. We're a little more secure, and that way you'll be able to put your address and stuff there too. So, by the way, if you are in the Patreon are listening and you have paid, I'll need to get your address from you before the afternoon session so I can mail these out to you. I don't use automatic stuff like that, gaming, but I do create opens based on the week. So usually on Mondays, I'll set the morning ranges. I'll set the ranges from the previous week. That'll just help me identify what the support was from last week. Y'all are funny. Partnership with Shop. Yep. Unfortunately, my tweets don't have as much effect as like Elon or something like that. So right now the watch list is very much green. The VIX is red, which is positive. Looking at around all the FANG, everything is up about 0.5% to over a percent. Tesla is up 2%. Amazon is up 0.75%. Oil is up. Netflix is up. Very much a green day. Now it's 8:40, reaching the top of this little trend line here. Expand this a little. Let's come down here and see where we go. Accidentally got stuck holding 414 puts from yesterday doing an accidental flag. I got smoked. Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, that you got to be careful with those things. Got to be careful. Could you put the calls and puts you're eyeing in the plays section for reference? You can. Yes, I can. Thank you for the reminder. Watch list. Edit. Actually, I'm going to switch to the June 9th, not the June 7th. So I'm going to go June 9th. June 7th is a little too close for me. The deltas were a little crazy. So I'm going to go to the June 9th. 422 calls. And then June 9th. 419 puts. Things are looking definitely bullish, breaking higher and higher. and higher. All right, so look, the squeeze momentum is definitely firing on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 3. 3 minute here is big red green candle and still firing. Let's go to the 5. Things are looking definitely bullish. Crazy bullish. So currently at 421.49. Things are crazy. So the June 9th 422 calls are currently trading at $1.67 each. And I'm going to let things settle in here for a second, and I will look and take a position. These things are looking pretty strong today. Hopefully, Sugma. Hopefully. I'm off on Friday, so Friday's my ritual now. Wake up, workout, go holos, make it home in time for OM stream. Thanks, Chris. I love it. Thanks for being here all the time. I love it. Love the support. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Will. Yeah, it was just a sucky day. That's all. Started out fantastic and quickly turned south. So in 30 minutes, Biden's going to be delivering remarks on the jobs report. So be on the lookout for that. My Power E-Trade is doing far. No problems. It is starting off strong, Cammy. Made a quick $40 in scalp and Zoom already this morning. Well done. Good morning, Jay Con. Yeah, buddy. Nice 12% gains. Some calls, 30 seconds in and out. Awesome stuff. XLF is selling off. So that's a good example of, look at the Ks. Ks up, Qs are up big time. XLF is down big. So that's could be just weighing it down. It's crazy how much I enjoy Lowe's. You're right. You're absolutely right. I love the smell of the wood section. Go in there. Like every time I'm in there, I look through the tools section to see if there's anything on sale. Got to grab up stuff on sale. I can't tell you how many tools I've got in my garage that I don't even need. I just happen to walk through Lowe's and they were on sale. Love it. Something. You're a Home Depot man, Ryan. I got you. Their Home Depots, unfortunately, are not. I'm very disappointed with the Home Depots near my home. So I don't know if it's a staffing or what, but all right. So 20 minutes till we form our ranges, right at the top. I love Sears talking about some old school stuff. Framingham, yep, there is something new. That's called the Sesson Ranges. So all that is our morning and afternoon ranges automatically drawn. It was a script written by Laughlin or David. He was kind enough to go out of his way and create this for us, and I've since implemented it. All it does is automatically draw the lines for us, but they come in the form of dots. So there'll be yellow dots in the morning, blue dots in the afternoon. They do. Yep, they do, Chief. They do. Good 10% discount for military. Radio Shack. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what Lowe's does to their garden plants, but man, the tomato plants and the plants I bought from Lowe's are gigantic. Like I'm already getting tomatoes and cucumbers and broccoli and all this stuff. It's like, are you crazy? What do Lowe's do to their plants? Do they inject them with growth hormone? It's crazy stuff. Currently sitting 421.42, hanging out right here. We got 20 minutes till we form our ranges. So far, my E-Trade's working fine for me. I'm looking at it right now. It's updating in accordance with the trading views. So my prices are updating. All the tickers are updating. I'm not having any problems with it right now. Which is weird because usually I'm the one having problems with E-Trade Pro. Or the power trade, sorry. Bought some azaleas at Lowe's. They're beasts. Yeah, they are. I love azaleas. Man, they're one of my favorite plants. I'm a golfer, though, so you probably know why I like azaleas. Financials are red for the day. They're the only thing red on the list right now. Let's get it back, Beaver. I feel you. Let's pay attention to those position sizes. Y'all, be careful going forward. Use that as a lesson. If you took a big loss yesterday, use it as a lesson in position sizes. Yes, you can have a huge gain if you use a large position size, but if they break down, if the President Biden comes out and says he's rolling back his tax plan, then obviously you can lose a lot of money. You can't predict news. What's your average drive, OM? Oh man, that's a loaded question because when I was in pilot trading, when I wasn't studying and flying, I was golfing. So for 2 years, when I was in pilot trading, it takes 2 years, I hit the golf course every day. I took lessons, and I was getting pretty dang good. And I was smoking it, man, smoking it. I was driving, anywhere from, I don't know how much I carried it, but, 300-yard drives, Now, I haven't golfed in such a long time, I couldn't tell you. I love golf, though. I just don't, unfortunately, having 3 kids, a lot of entrepreneurial ventures, a full-time job. Now this, I don't have time to golf. I knew I could fly. I was flying my 7-iron 172, though. I know for a fact. I was proud about that. I remember the first time I flew it over 170. Nope, Nemesis. I haven't said it. I'm just not saying what I fly, just for security purposes. I don't say what I fly, but yep, I am a pilot in the Air Force. I'll say that. All right, so getting a little rejection here from this. There's a little bit of red, and that's probably because of that. If I had to guess, the reason why SPY is going down. OPSEC, that's right. Red, red, red. Sectors very much flying. XLF is tanking. SPY trying to decide what to do. You and me too, Framingham. You and me too. That was crazy, crazy stuff. All new to the or just joining the channel this morning, just be advised I will be doing a shorter stream today, but I'll be monitoring the Discord for the rest of the day as well. I have a lot to do today. I've got to mail out a bunch of stickers, the Options Millionaire stickers. I've got to finish packing for the day. I've got to wrap up a few videos that need to be posted. Got a lot to do today, so bear with me today. After today, I won't be back live streaming until Thursday of next week, which will be the 11th or 10th. Thursday, June 10th is when I'll be back after today. A lot of green in the tech sector. climbing, climbing, climbing. Right now, we are currently dipping after a little strong action here. Let's extrapolate to see what's going on with these 3-minute candles. Yeah, Q is almost straight up for sure. So the more and more I think about it, it's a good segue into this conversation. The more and more I think about it, people ask me, why don't I trade the Qs as well? You know what? I've been thinking about that a lot. And I believe in the next month or so, I'm going to start trading the Qs in addition to the SPY. Because on days like today, when tech sector is just rocking and rolling, I can just trade the Qs. So I've thought about it a lot. I traded the Qs before I went to this SPY exclusive, but it might be a time to introduce a mutual beneficial relationship between SPY and QQQ. That way, if we're not trading SPY, we can switch over to the Qs. I'll test it a little bit. I'll test it behind the scenes to see how things are going, to see if I can read the Qs just as easily as the SPY, and go from there. But I think it'll allow us to increase our breadth a little bit, take a few more plays, introduce a little volatility, and go from there. So, thanks, Buck. Appreciate it. Negative, Chris. Smack yourself. Negative. By the time XLF turns around, Q will start to drop. You're right. You're right. Will says, please take your time, enjoy your vacation. You're doing us all a favor and teach us. Don't get burnt out. You're right. I am going to enjoy every second of this vacation. I love y'all to death. But man, I am looking forward to being around some giant trees, 3,000 feet of granite, and just the great outdoors. I'm an outdoors guy. If you're new and you haven't heard me say it, I'm a very much an outdoors dude. I've got my favorite dream kayak sitting on the wall of my garage. I love kayaks. I love fishing. I love hunting. I love, bike riding, anything outdoors. I'm an outdoors kind of guy. I have Framingham. Yep. And the reason why I stick to SPY is because a lot of people can't afford the premiums on the higher end stuff like that. So I know, when I'm trying to reach a big audience, people with small accounts are not going to be able to trade that stuff. It is Yosemite, John. It is. Yep. I'll be going to Yosemite. SPY is still dropping. What's the Qs doing? Forming a little red at the top. Just flew into Scottsdale from New Jersey. Couldn't be better. Need a vacation. Scottsdale is nice stuff, man. They got some awesome golf courses down there. Do I have a suggestion for a bike? Yeah, the Trek Remedies, man. Trek Remedy. If you don't know them, just take a look. There's a good stuff. We have a biker's choice near our house that we look at. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, man. They have those carbon fiber frames, light as a feather. You don't realize how much the weight of a bike affects you until you're doing a lot of riding every day. All right, SPY is coming back down to 421. They're still on the dip. What's XLF doing? The financial sector's taking a beating. SPY is following suit. I'm starting to learn, Johnson. I'm starting to learn. There's a rock climbing gym near my house that we've been going to, but I haven't done any rock climbing in the real world yet. Nope, Muffy, there's just one new indicator. All it is assessing ranges. All it does is automatically draw our morning and afternoon ranges. That's it. Instead of us having to draw it does it in the form of dots. So thank you for Laughlin or David for doing that for us. Yes. Yes, Will. Weighing it down. Weighing it down. Just taking a look around here, looking at SPY. So what, in 15 minutes, Biden talks? So be on the lookout for that. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate that. I know you're not an RSI, but I was tempted to buy puts 10 minutes ago when the RSI was easing back. Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you for using that. All right, so we're right in the middle of this predetermined range. Not yet. We still got another 5 minutes. So right now, we'll just see where things are going. Biden talks in 15 minutes, so... Free Solo El Capitan, yeah. Yeah, I watched that documentary. I'm not touching that. Not ready to take on El Capitan, nope. I would love it. I would love it. But, yeah, I would 100% die. I used to, Jesse. But the shorter and shorter my trades started getting, and then when I went, when I went to exclusive just day trading SPY, I dropped out. It just became inaccurate to me. Sometimes you would get a right reading, sometimes you get a false reading, and I got tired of guessing with the RSI. For longer term stuff, it's fantastic. I just don't like using it for the shorter term stuff, so I dropped it off until I start trading swing. So I start swing trading again. I won't use it. So let's take a look. Yeah, so let's look at the 3 minute chart here. Let's take a little zoom out. Here's a 1 minute. Let's do an auto. Here we go. So right now, the 1 month LF, they're currently got this little volume node right there. Let's take a look at the Qs. They're just beasting, man. Going crazy. Right back up. And they are, let's delete that. I don't need these on here. So currently right through the point of control of the Q. So they're beasting. They got a lot of strength. What's XLK is doing the same tech sector. And SPY is right here. So currently bouncing off that 419. They're up to 421. Go back to the 1 day chart. Right in the middle of this range. 3 minute. You're taking calls. Yeah, that's exactly what I do MMA while eating a jar of peanut butter. Resisting the urge to revenge trade. Yep. Yep. All right. SPY appears to be rebounding and heading back up to the top of their little predetermined range. Qs are still rising, going crazy. So we're about there. That appears to be the range. We got 4 more minutes unless this little green candle takes out the top, which it may do. Five-minute chart right there. So 421.50 is the current high of the day. That's the high of today. Took out pre-market highs, which is bullish. It's popping new highs twice or once here, and if it does it here, it'll be. Wouldn't enter position on E-Trade. It's not working. Let me take a look. I'm not having problems with mine, though. Man, big green candle. I guess people are doing the same thing before Biden's speech. XLK is beast in K, F, big red candle on the F. Definitely inversely correlated on the Qs and the F. Q is just absolutely going crazy. Man, it went from 331 to 335, $4. Going crazy. It looks like a Vigilante. Vigilux. Looks like it. Add it to the Cameo. Awesome. Will do, Corey. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll throw that to the Scott Zepp Cameo Fund. Appreciate that. 40% went for Julie. Awesome stuff. Right here, it's June 9th. June 9th, the 422 calls. I'm actually going to adjust those because we're already at 421.50. So let's go to the 424. See if we can pop all-time highs today. The Qs are going crazy. Going crazy. Julie's been doing awesome. Testing out my messages on the Qs. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm. The more I see it, the more I think there's equal value in the Qs. Not want to miss out on the QQQ fun. You know, if I can get some Qs, I mean, I look at it every day anyway, so why not play it? So. Kurt, did you ask if I'm going to buy calls that will only pay out if we go $1? Are you saying I'm not going to make money unless these calls go in the money? Yeah, you're incorrect about that. You misunderstand what options are if that's what you think. No, Kurt was on here yesterday, challenged me all day, so I'll let him keep doing his thing. That's fine. I can handle it. All right, so currently 421.40 and dropping off a little bit here. So we are officially past the 905, and I am past the barrier for forming the ranges. So this is our official ranges. Let's see, this is 905 right there. So yeah, our official ranges are the top dots, which is our 421.62. How long have I been trading? Going on 9 years. Going on 9 years. All right, currently sitting 421 at Hervin at the top of the range here. This is where we'll start determining on, is this going to pop up for a trend day, or are we going to play the ranges? So XL is starting to get a bid. Qs are pretty high, and XLK is pretty high. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, that's a good idea, Chris. I can do that. About 3 years. It took me about 3 years to become consistently profitable. Yep, watch list. I'm up to June 9th. Yeah, so I can update those. I got Octopus and Arms, a bunch of things here. Yeah, I did update them. Yeah, there we go. All right, so the premiums, when options traders trade premiums, not for the execution. 99.9% of options traders never execute. I've never once executed an option. Never. I trade the premiums. You trade the premiums because they go up in increase and decrease in value. All right. So we are currently top right here at 4,151. All right, let's move on from him. It's fine. He's so. People watching. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Currently watching, wait and see if how this news that Biden's about to talk is going to affect the markets. At the top of this morning range that we have formed, and it's stuck to the top of the range, and if it pops above, we will take some calls and see if it goes up. If it goes down, we'll take some puts. So we'll see what happens. How did I land on this range strategy? Louis says, I was taught this by Veteran Exotics, who is in our Discord. He's a very, very good dude, very smart dude, and he just showed us something that he learned over the years and showed it to us. So very generous. Almost as many viewers as the White House. I love it. Yeah, Biden is speaking in about a minute, so y'all be careful. Nice, Cammy. I like it. I'll do the same.
I believe the company should focus.
All right, there we go. Sorry, I'm pulling up the video. The Veteran is excellent. He's good stuff. What resource can I use to know that Biden is speaking? When I do my pre-market analysis, I'm looking at everything, and I look at everything from Twitter to Bloomberg to Market News, Yahoo News, all that stuff, and you find it. And then now I'm watching YouTube. I brought this the live channel on YouTube. Got smoked yesterday, ready for some more action today. Nice, Nick. Yeah, you and me both. Right now, I'm watching on YouTube, Chris. We're putting Biden speaking. Toasty Spy, if you look in the resources tab, yeah, someone just said it. Yeah. Thanks, Zach. You got it. Nice, Jason, 13%. No, they're done. Let's look at XL. Yeah, so they stopped here. So you can see now this updates as it goes on, and here was 905 right here, and then they stop. So it doesn't matter what this price does, it'll stop here. You're welcome, known to be no one. That's all. That's what we're about. That's what we're about, is sharing our experiences and knowledge. That's why I try to rein in, a bunch of, just random talk around the SPY, because I want it to stick to information, because there's so many people trying to give their opinions and experiences that I want people to be able to grasp that. So currently at 421.63, trending right at the top of this range. The top. Of what, Julie? Yeah, I can do that, Will, for sure. Right now, especially, let's go to the 5, and I want to point something out here. If this is a trend, if this turns into a trend day, which we'll know here in a second, the SPY price action loves to pop off the 8 EMA on the way up, on the 5-minute chart. So here's the blue line, the 8 EMA, the 5-minute. If this is a trend day, this thing will pop off the 8, up and up and up. It'll just sit here and boingo off of it. Now, it'll drop below it once or twice, and it'll use the 21 as support and bounce right back above it and then continue on. But most of the time, it'll sit here and bounce right off the 8 all the way up. So, that's what I'm watching for. That's what I'm watching for. If this is a trend day. So right now, I've got the live coverage up, and it's not playing anything, so I guess he's a little delayed. Sure thing, Julie. Sure thing. 110% on QQQ so far. Nice, Brian. Awesome stuff. Yeah, this is beasting. Right now, I'm looking at June 9th, 422 calls and 419 puts. No, 424. I switched to the 424 calls, 419 puts. If you click on that link, Tosi Spy, and click on have your profile open, click on that link so it opens a trading view, and make sure you're logged into your profile, and then click on add to favorites. If you scroll down that script, click on add to your favorites, and once you do that and you go back to your normal trade log, if you click on your indicators right here, you can go to your favorites and it'll be right there under session ranges. You add it and you click it, it'll be added right to it. So Biden is fashionably late today. He's not talking yet. Still waiting. Let's see. XLF still can't find the bottom. The XLK is starting to roll. Same thing with the Qs. Tesla's up 3.7, under 600. That's crazy to think about. They're under 600 again. Everything up. Google's up 1.2. Netflix up at 1.5. SPY up 0.62 on the downtrend at the moment. Yeah, beef casino. That's funny. Yeah, I get that question a lot, Papa. It's just it's with the price manipulation. There's times, and it happened a couple of weeks ago, or last week for that matter, that the Qs and XLK were tanking like bad, and yet SPY was still trading flat because XLF was very much high. So it is 13.5%, but it still has an impact. It's still the financial sector. So because although Tesla may be overvalued, they're still a valuable company, and they still will be a big hitter in the years to come. GameStop will not be. GameStop is purely nonsense. Whereas Tesla, which was overvalued, that's what I mean. I admit it. Like I sold them at 600 in the low 600s, and I became bearish on them after they passed that range because I thought it was ridiculous they were going that much higher. But I still think they're going to be a big hitter in the future. They're too innovative. Elon Musk is too much of an innovator, and they have an awesome product. That too, MMA. That too. All right, so we after having a pretty bullish morning, we are treading water right now, right at the top of the range, 930. Yeah. I just don't want. I don't want some volatility to smoke out of position. So, fitness is very important. Very important. Well, Fatal, hopefully it's going up or down. And hopefully we play calls and puts as needed. So, have you considered doing full body workout days or do you focus on certain body parts? A little bit of both. I used to be a very big CrossFit. I mean, I was a CrossFit certified coach. Had my own CrossFit gym. So, I mean, I did the whole full body workout things. And I still do them. It's just I don't do them every day. I do strength days, and then on my cardio days is when I do the full body workouts, which is about every other day. Yeah. Biden has our Discord server pulled up, and he's waiting for me to take a position, and then he's going to say something in conjuncture to go the other way. I love you too, Fatal. How much do I bench? How much do you bench, Adam? How much do you bench? I just started doing Olympic lifts. Olympic lifts are fantastic. Compound movements, build strength, build speed, build power. I love it. That's right, Chris. That's right. As long as you're doing them right. Just make sure you're learning, the name of the game of learning Olympic lifts is forget about how much you can do and just focus on technique. You got to keep that bar close to your body. You got to watch that back. Nice, Adam. 285. All right, big old red candle forming on SPY 5-minute chart. What's going on? What did Biden say? Or nothing, because he's still on my live stream. He still ain't coming up yet. 65 cents, Tune. Squats all day, buddy. I'm at 425 on squats right now. I'm trying to get to... I'd love to get 500 by the end of the year. I don't see that happening, though, so I'll shoot for 450. Nice. 9 pull-ups is awesome. Keep it up. Try to get to 20. That's right, Corey. That's right. Most people cannot do 9 pull-ups. You're absolutely right, Mark. That's not even a joke. I can't. It's unfortunate. Sorry, now I have a co-host. My daughter has jumped up on my desk with me, so that's why I had to mute. At the first OM in-person group meeting, we should have a pull-up competition. That's a fantastic idea. I love it, Chris. 8 weeks box squat swale? Yeah, I love box squats. Awesome. Is SPY the only ticker that provides 2 DTEs? If so, why? I don't believe so, no. They do offer a large, quite a lot more options, so to speak, than others. Right now I can do 20 in a row. I'm trying to get to 30. That's my goal, is to get 30 pull-ups in a row without stopping. Mini OM. Rows. You can do 1-arm rows, 2-arm rows. I don't want to get too far into this because I know people are here for trading, not exercise. But you could do 1-arm rows, 2-arm rows. You could do reverse pulls, so lay on your back and put a barbell up like you can do bench press, except you lay on your back under it and you actually row. And you can do banded pull-ups as well. How many push-ups can I do? My record's 74 without stopping.
Why do you have 8 pins?
Keep it up. Keep it up. SPY is a balance between lowering your body weight and increasing your body strength. All right, it's not moving yet. We're currently sitting right at the top. I think we're just waiting for. Biden. We didn't hear from DJ Roomba. Interesting. I'll have to go check on DJ. I think maybe he's not charged. I don't know. That's the first time we have it. Yeah. Yeah, so here's the thing. The range is stuck right to the top of the range here. So that's not necessarily a bad sign. We're not dipping. We're just waiting for Biden. So if heat toxin comes out, if we break above, we are a official trend day. I'll do a push-up and a sit-up for every dollar you make me going forward. Hopefully, you're going to be doing a lot of push-ups and a lot of sit-ups. Just got extended warranty on my car. I guess I'll have to buy quits now. Yeah, we have audio. I just don't know if you want to hear my daughter asking what the blue and yellow lines on my chart are. So I'm muted. Yeah, so you're good. You're good. Still just waiting. 3-minute chart. You're funny, Oreo. Blue and yellow lines. Well, the blinds, you got the 80 MA, the 21 and 34 MA, and then the yellow dots are the range. Not yet, Raylan, but she is learning. She is learning. Did you upload the fixed version of your tracker sheet? Okay, let me see if I can do it right now while we're waiting. Yeah. Sorry, just uploading a few things here while we're waiting here. Just give me a second here. All right, all right. Sorry, just take a look here, see if I can update this Excel sheet. All right, looks like Biden's finally walking out here. Let's see what we got.
Good morning. Today we received great news for our economy and our recovery, and for the American people. This morning we learned that in
All right, stay on your toes.
our economy created 559,000 new jobs, unemployment rate fell to 5%, and wages went up for American workers. That means we have now created
You're funny. Yeah.
since I took office. More jobs than ever been created in the first 4 months of any presidency in modern history. Triple the rate of my predecessor, 8 times the rate of President Reagan. The unemployment rate is now below 6% for the first time since the pandemic hit.
All right, be on the toes. I'll be flipping calls puts as needed here.
First time in 14 months, we saw the largest decline in the number of long-term employed in more than an entire decade, the last 10 years. Long-term unemployment dropped by the second largest amount ever recorded. Not only that, but the signs of further progress are already here. This report is based on a week in early May. That's how they determine the job growth or loss. We have growth, and that week in May, we only had 35% of working age adults have been fully vaccinated. Now they were still all wearing masks. Since then,
Let's see what he says.
21 million more adults have gotten vaccinated, making it easy for them to return to work safely. In short, this is progress, historic progress. Progress that's pulling our economy out of the worst crisis it's been in 100 years. And it's testament to the new strategy that is growing this economy, not only growing it, but growing from the bottom up and the middle out. Remember, when I took office in January, our economy was in a tailspin. Job growth had stalled.
What?
COVID was raging.
It's probably not a good idea for me to listen to this while I'm talking to y'all.
Were over 830,000 per week. Now those claims have fallen below 430,000, about half of what they were when I took office. Before I took office, almost 24 million Americans were going hungry. Remember those long lines of cars, miles long, people waiting for just a box of food to be put in their trunk? That number has already dropped by 25%. Still too many, but clear progress. Before I took office, independent experts were projecting that the American economy would grow by 3 or 4% in 2021, this year. This week, the Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development, the so-called OECD, which makes up a group includes the world's largest economies, membership, and has been one of the leading bodies analyzing economic growth worldwide and individual nations, increased their projection for U.S. economic growth this year to 6.9% in 2021. That's the fastest pace in nearly 4 decades. In fact,
Wait for confirmation, though, on these
only
candles.
major economy where projections of future growth are stronger today than they were before the pandemic hit in 2020. And in May, manufacturing activity was nearly as strong as it was in more than 15 years. Stronger than in 15 years. No other major economy in the world is growing as fast as ours. No other major economy is gaining jobs as quickly as ours. And none of this success is an accident. It isn't luck. It's due in no small part, first of all, the cooperation of the American people in responding to my effort to get COVID under control, wearing masks initially and getting vaccinated. And it's no small part to the bold action we took by passing the American Rescue Plan.
Big old red candle
The
engulfing.
plan provided those resources to get shots in people's arms, underwrite the vaccination effort, enough vaccine supply for every single American, more vaccinators, people to put shots in the arms, and more vaccination sites. Now, 52% of American adults are fully vaccinated. 75% of our seniors are fully vaccinated. And the American Rescue Plan delivered economic benefits directly to the
Actually left
American
tanking.
people. Because of that law, more than 167 million of those rescue payments of up to $1,400 have gone out to individual families. A recent study, the Census Bureau data found just how much these checks mattered. They drastically reduced depression, according to the study, anxiety, and hardship for families. More than 50% fewer families struggle to afford food, rent, utilities, car payments, student loans, and healthcare expenses. Small businesses and restaurants were getting killed. Now we're delivering loans and support they need to reopen and to stay open. Schools were struggling to reopen, so we made vaccinating teachers a priority. We delivered schools the much support they needed. State and local governments had to lay off tens of thousands of educators and first responders. Many are now back on the job thanks to the rescue plan. In fact, in May, state and local governments added 103,000 education jobs, returned them to work. These funds are continuing to get out this month to support state and local governments, which will help get more people back to work. Small and medium-sized businesses are now able to take advantage of a special tax credit called the Employee Retention Tax Credit. It provides businesses a generous tax credit to retain or hire more workers. Through our Restaurant Revitalization Fund, we anticipate being able to help over 100,000 hard-hit restaurants stay open or reopen. And beginning next month, most families with children will be getting a tax cut, which will be going and deposited in their accounts directly into their bank accounts every month. We know that access to child care is one of the biggest barriers in the way of parents going back to work. Our administration is delivering $39 billion in child care relief to help child care providers get back on their feet, the providers, and serve more families. And this month, our economy added nearly 20,000 more child care jobs that weren't there last month, in fact, allowing parents to have access to get help. And temporary boost in unemployment benefits that we enacted, I should say, help people who lost their jobs through no fault of their own and who still may be in the process of getting vaccinated, but it's going to expire in 90 days. That makes sense, it expires in 90 days. To sum it up, look, COVID cases are down. COVID deaths are up. Unemployment filings are down.
Yeah, it's still
Hunger
waiting.
is down. And vaccinations are up. Jobs are up. Wages are up. Manufacturing is up. Growth is up. People gaining health care coverage is up. And small business confidence is up. America is finally on the move again. As we continue this recovery, we're going to hit some bumps along the way. Of course that'll happen. We can't reboot the world's largest economy like flipping on an ice switch. There's going to be ups and downs in jobs and economic reports, but we're going to be supply chain issues and price pressures on the way back to stability and steady growth. In the coming weeks, my administration is going to take steps to combat these supply constraints, building on the work we're doing on the computer chips. That is, we're providing more computer chips to be manufactured here in the United States so it doesn't wouldn't slow up the manufacturing of automobiles, for example. Everyone needs to get their shots, though. Now's the time to accelerate the process we've been making. Now's the time to build on the foundation we've laid. Because while our progress is undeniable, it is not assured. That's why I proposed the American Jobs Plan and the Americans Family Plan. For generational investments, we need to make those investments today to be able to continue to succeed tomorrow. We have a chance to seize on the economic
Little green candle
of the first months of my administration, not just to build back, but to build back better. This much is already clear. We're on the right track. Our plan is working, and we're not going to let up now. We're going to continue to move on. I'm extremely optimistic. I hope you are as well. And may God bless you. May God bless America. May God protect our troops. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to be having a talk this afternoon, and I'll be able to report to you after that.
Are you expecting a counteroffer, Mr. President?
I'll tell you after I meet this afternoon.
Mr. President, you saw Copsik and Dr. Fauci?
All right, that's it. Not best of the same. Most of the same, honestly. All right, so what's going on? Got the big green candle forming right on top of the range. See where we're going from here. Standard fluff piece, exactly. There you go. June 9th, 419 puts, 424 calls. What did Biden say? Nothing. Fluff piece. Pat himself on the back. So, more of the same. So let's see. Q's back on the rise. K's back on the rise. Financial sector's got a big green candle bouncing there too. All right, so we're above the range. Let's see where things go. Confirmation here. We're right off the top of the range here. You're welcome, Harlem. As long as we got volume. That's right. Yep, they are alarming. They are. All right, currently the range. We got this little quasi candle coming up here. It's kind of upping it up and flattening out, and that's what we're looking for. I want to see a break above the previous session highs under volume. Squeeze Momo definitely is flattening here on the Squeeze Momo, but we need to see that up curl a little bit. That's right, MMA. Appreciate that. Yeah, y'all like this channel, subscribe. Awesome stuff. Yeah, if y'all don't know, the podcast is released. We put that out on the Patreon yesterday. Unfortunately, there's a lot of craziness going on yesterday, so it was kind of put in the back burner. But the podcast is on the Patreon, so if you are subscribed, please go over there. If you do join this on Patreon, yeah, obviously you are supporting me, Luca. You're supporting the OM brand. You're paying for all this to do this, but on top of that, you're getting stuff in return. You're getting access to merchandise. You're getting 10% off if you join Tier 2. You're getting the podcast, which is going to be rolling out. It's posted yesterday, and that's going to be ongoing. So a lot of good stuff. So I've got a couple other tools, the personal budget tools I'm going to be putting on there this month, just to give you some value in addition to helping out support the OM stuff. Though a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes between digital editing, paying for subscriptions, a lot of time, a lot of resources. Me and Luca talking all hours of the night. So your money goes a long way to supporting the OM brand and paying for all this big expedition. So I appreciate that. If you do go in there, join the Patreon, and then you'll go in there and take a look, and you see the podcast. So. And then, of course, like and subscribe to the channel. Destroy the like button. That's right. Thank you. No positions yet, Will. Yeah, definitely, J-Con. Yeah, 3 and 5, man. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. All right. Other than what Biden just said, he said that later on today he's going to be talking about the infrastructure bill. So, other than that, I don't expect anything else. All right, so a little bit of volume, not much. XLF there. Yeah, hopefully daily. Hopefully. He didn't say, he just said later today. Could be KDW. It could be one of those things that's just like, grinds up a couple of cents at a time, and then before we know it, we're at all-time highs. Man, Howard is on top of his game today in SPY Exchange. I love it. Keeping things tight. I'm sure it can get annoying having this mod all the time like that, but it's absolutely necessary. Because when you've got going on 6,000 people all chatting at once, it's hard to see the good stuff. When Veteran posts, or Luca, or me, or whoever else is good, post a good tidbit, and it's lost in the chatter. So that's why we do that. Not to be mean, but to keep the nice, shiny golden nuggets where everyone can see them. XLF is still up, along with the Qs are still stuck at the top. XLF stuck to the top, and there's SPY. All right, so here's my plan. I'm ready to take a play. Things are looking bullish. Optimally, what I'd like to see here, since we don't have much volume, I'll play the 8. So what I'd like is for maybe to come down and bounce off the 8 EMA again, and then I'll take a call when we touch the 8. Because I think we're going up. And then I'll ride that till about 11 o'clock my time, which is 12 Eastern, and see how that plays out. That'll be my thesis. So be on your toes. I'll probably take some calls here if I see a little fluctuation downspread and bounce off the 8. Eight EMA, baby. That's right, Kaka. 8 EMA on the 5-minute chart is gold. It's gold. $424. $424. So here's a little doji form from the red candle overtaking it. All right, so here we are. We're right at the top of the range here. We're on the 5-minute chart. And, of course, I'll just give a synopsis of what's going on here just to kind of revamp things. We've popped through the top of the range. I want to see support and things to go higher here. We've got this little red forming here on the 5-minute, but we're coming down to the 8 EMA. I like the 8 EMA on the 5-minute chart. I think on a trend day, that thing is concrete. So, I'm close to entering a call here. What I want to see is a little upward momentum. We have this dying volume, which is not the greatest. That's not that comforting, but right now, we are above the range. I want to see this thing bounce. The VWAP is up here as well. All signs are per day. XLK, that thing's been peaked all morning. It's right now. Let's see if that can get a bounce off the 8. The Qs are the same thing. They're touching the 8. I'll keep a close eye on them to make sure they don't get a dip, but the financial sector's turning up too. So things are starting to look bullish, or been looking bullish. Kids are continuing to look bullish. And this is what I'm looking for. Let me extrapolate this a little bit. I just want a little more sensitivity in the charts. I'm going to bring this down. Let's bring this here. I want a little more sensitivity in the charts. So this candle right now is getting bought up and sold off. Back. Good, Toasty Spy. Nice. Good stuff. They do a fantastic job, KDW. You're right. The bonds do a great job. Luca and Howard in there, back and forth, funky, all them guys. Good stuff. That is the best feeling ever, Chris. So the squeeze is off because we don't have any volume here. We're just treading water. So anyone looking at that? All right, so the Q's dropping a little bit. See if they get a bounce off the 8. Yeah, good conversations coming up in the SPY exchange room. So if you do buy a call and we have this slow, and we have this, watch. If we take this trend line and just kind of do this, you got to be careful because this is one of those situations where you can be right and still lose money. If this doesn't go up high enough, can eat your position, and you'll either come out with a loss or a very, very small, like a minute gain. So just be careful of that. What we want is more like this. So the Qs are dipping a little. SPY still holding strong at the moment. And I know that happened last time. I'm going to refresh this because I don't want to deal with that again. All right, now we're back. Cool. Trading sideways on the SPY. Yes, Henny, you're right. Called it open would have been best. You're right. It's one of those crystal ball scenarios. Do I think we're going to come down to the POC at some point today? That would be a big move. That would be a large change in sentiment. No, traditionally, if the Qs dip hard, SPY will follow suit eventually. We have had scenarios where like the financial sector was so high that it kept SPY flat while Qs were diving. So the big thing for swing trading, if you're talking about holding overnight, Braun, is to look at the multi-time frame scenarios. So like the ADMAs, stuff like that, the RSI, squeeze Momo, the volume profile especially. If you're looking to hold overnight, you got to look at multiple time frames. Even go out to the 1 year and then go down 1 year, 6 month, 3 month, weekly, daily, and go all the way down, big to small. And look for correlations. Look for patterns that agree with each other. Look for correlations, pivot points. All right, so we're just waiting here. Not much to talk about right here. Currently right at the top of the range here. Looking at June 9th, 424 calls and puts. 419 puts, 424 calls. The Qs are rejecting the top of their range. SPY is right above. Yep, boring stuff. I've got about another 30 minutes in me, and then I'll be signing off for the day. I got a lot to do. I got a lot of mailings to mail out. So hopefully we can get some action before then, get in a position before then. All right, now we got some volume going, or some movement. Not volume, but movement. We bounce cleanly off the 8 on the 3 right here. Nope, not yet, Beaver. Not yet. No position yet. No, Chris. I know. I don't know which account you use, but E-Trade, if you dip below the 25, you've got, I don't know, like 60 days or something like that to they'll let you continue to pattern day trade until you get it above 25. I don't know if they still do that or not. Will was asking how to join the Patreon. I'll put the Patreon link in the chat. There you go. So yeah, there's the link to Patreon there. So you click on that, bring you the Patreon page, and you sign up for whichever tier you like. 3 different tiers. All of 3 tiers get access to the podcast. Nice, Greg. Let's get it up there. Let's get it up there. Yep, so little red candle forming after this big green one. Yeah, I need to take a look at that, Larmy. I've got a mint condition rookie Ricky Henderson card, Topps card. So I need to look into that. I wonder how much I'd get for that. So 20 more minutes till I'm signing off here to go get a few things done. So, hopefully we can get a position in there before that comes. Gary V is hooting in the trades card. Big money, yeah. I personally do not trade 0 DTE. It's too much for me. It's too much for me. I mean, it's just, if you're wrong, you're wrong big. 0 DTEs are made for very, very, very small position sizes. Like, it's just I don't trade big. You know, you got to be very careful with them. Nice, Allen Iverson for $30. I got it for a K. Nice. I'd like to get mine graded for sure. I've actually got two of them. One of them is not, I'm sure it wouldn't go that great. It's not that nice, but one of them, I mean, there's not a mark on it. It's pristine. Container kept for 30 years. So my rookie Ricky Henderson card. Say that 10 times. So SBY is back and forth up here. Not yet. I'm going to be releasing. I've got 3 different videos I'm going to be releasing on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday while I'm gone. They're scheduled to release, just so y'all can have some content to watch while I'm gone and not live streaming. I don't know. This looks kind of the way this is acting. It looks like it wants to downturn. That's just looking at it, though. Obviously, that's an indicator. The Q is currently top of the range here, stuck between the 8 and the top of the range. Same thing with XLK. Financial sector's rolling again. Nope, don't know anything about using offshore brokers. Yeah, we're still looking. Man, this thing looks toppy to me. It just looks toppy. The more I look at this rounding over action, it looks like it wants to dip, and that's what's throwing me off here. So I'm going to stick to the 5-minute here and see if we get a bounce off the 8 or not. No, I'm not, Nathan. I've got a lot to do. It looks like I'm not going to be missing much, but no trades made yet, Donald. All right, XLF is right here. The Qs, I didn't want you to do that. Let's take a look. Qs are popping through. Ks, SPY right now at the top. It's funny though, because the higher this goes, the premiums aren't changing on my calls because of the slow grind. I think it's only up like 1 cent since this little grind started. It's just not worth investing. This little bitty grind is not worth investing. Thanks, Zoe. Appreciate that. That's what I'm trying to do, is just help y'all, teach y'all some stuff. Yeah, this looks super. I mean, this is snooze fest. It actually, to me, it looks toppy. It just looks toppy. The decreasing volume, this little, I don't know. Oh, thanks, Nightfrog. Appreciate that, man. You're always so generous coming out to the super chats. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And thank you for learning. That's the whole goal in all this is to teach somebody something. So appreciate that. All right, so let's be a little more analytical instead of sitting here watching. Let's see if we can find a pattern somewhere instead of just sitting here on our hands. So we've got right up here is where we start to consolidate in this 422 area. This 422.23. We're currently at 422 now. We just popped into 422 range. So we've got this consolidation area. Now, what do we have to do to break above that? Do we reject this and come back down a little bit? That's what happened there last time. Or are we going to pop above it? There's just not much oomph today. So let's try to go over to the, here's a 3-month. Yeah, there's just nothing up here. We're in no man's land right now, so we're approaching all-time highs. There's a little red forming right here. Big red candle forming. Man, I need to start trusting my gut more. All right, 5-minute right here, 3-minute right here. Right past the 5 EMA, 3 EMA. Right through the 21 on the way down. A little bit more volume than previously. Highest volume we've seen, what, since over here? Early this morning, in an hour. So the coming down to the 21, or the 8, I'm sorry, and XLK is before it. Big sell-off in the sector. Might be time to take some puts here, man. Things are starting to cross over, maybe just for a quick scalp. Starting to roll, we'll see. That's why I was feeling puts. I should have took the position, but I didn't. Somewhat of a difference in Moonlight. Somewhat. So, all right, well, it's 10:30. Time for me to get off here. This snooze fest. I'm still going to be monitoring the Discord throughout the day, in and out. If I see a trade pick up, I will take it and let you know. Right now, my bet's on calls. Puts. If I had a bet man, I'd put it on puts. It just at least until the afternoon starts. Right now, I think we're going to have some downside here going forward. So if you are here, thank you. I appreciate you being here, taking the time to watch the live stream. All the questions are awesome. I love everybody coming out to give their point of views, ask their questions, learn a little bit, and try to implement something into their strategy. So thank you for being here. It's been an awesome, awesome week. It's been the awesome 3 weeks. We've been killing it. A lot of wins, a couple of losses, but still coming out on top. So I love it. I'll be in and out of the Discord throughout the day. If you have questions, please at me. I'll be happy to answer them. This will be the last live stream until Thursday when I'll be back. But you'll still be having some content being released while I'm gone. So just be ready for that. I appreciate every one of y'all. Thank you. Go join the Discord. Please join the Patreon. Support the community. Support our mods. You have to remember that a lot of time goes in behind what you see. Yes, it is free, but a lot of work goes in behind it. So your support goes a long, long way. So support the community. Support the Patreon. And while you're supporting, you get a cool podcast. You get a lot of other cool stuff too. So go ahead and do that. Links in the bio.